Yo, what is up, everybody? Here we are. I am back. Sorry for the super blurred background. I know that if King David was seeing this, he would be like, "What the hell?" But I'm in a garage right now. I'm at my new place, but my setup is in the garage. So here we are. Welcome back, everyone, to G-Wave TV, gaming, wrestling, and various sorts of entertainment. I didn't realize... I need to shave. Holy crap. I didn't realize that the acronym, that G-Wave could actually be used as an acronym. So, I guess we'll start going with that since we're back now. Try some new things. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's having a good time. I see Talos Ray in the chat. We got Tom from Toonami in the chat. We got Punty050 in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Feels good to be back. Thank you, Talos. And thank you guys for being here, because I picked a really bad time to stream and day as well. Maybe I should go back to Wednesdays at 7. What do you guys think? But everyone else and their mom is streaming right now, is live streaming right now. And I always try to find a time, when nobody else is streaming. But here we are. So hope everybody's doing great. I know I am. I'm doing much better, I have to say. So what window are we pulling up? No, same thing. Was it this one? There we go. And then, where is it? There we go. Alright. Cool. Just want to... Yeah, I don't know if we need this, per se. Let's see. What was the... Oh, okay. It was just the background. Oh my god. Cool. Dusty, you are the first podcaster to be early to a potty. Oh, really? Well, is everybody usually late to their own podcast? Like, do they usually just start late? And I mean, well, yeah, I guess that's true. Everybody has like a scheduled time, but then usually the streams don't start till like 5 or 10 minutes later, or some people will have like an intro that goes on for like 30 minutes because they're still setting everything up, which is fine. Shout out to Iron Lords, because I like hearing their intro music, so who cares? How are you, bud? Why did you move? I moved because it was time for a change. And I moved because I needed to save some money, be able to handle some new things, bills and whatnot. But it's been a good situation. My roommates are hella cool, and I couldn't have asked for a better situation. I'm in a house now rather than an apartment, and it's been good for my dog as well. So yeah. Doing good, thanks, Desi. Exercising now while listening. Hell yeah, get that workout in, baby. That was me yesterday. I was at the gym yesterday. If you guys don't follow me already, follow me on Instagram. My name is Neo__. And I was at the gym yesterday, and I might go tonight after the podcast. I'm not sure yet. I might take today as like my rest day, and then go back tomorrow before I party, before I go out on the town. So let's get into some topics, shall we? Some news. That's why we're all here. G-Wave TV. Thank you once again, everybody, for joining us. Whether you're catching the replay or you're catching the live, you know the vibe. Hit subscribe, give a like, and turn on the notifications. So let's get to some topics. First topic. Let's talk about gaming, and then we'll transition into TV and film, and then we'll save wrestling for the last section of today's episode, and I'll try not to say so many times. But let me pull this up. Did I lose it already? Oh my lord. There's been a lot of oh, I did it again. There's been a lot of things going on in gaming, and it's been nonstop. But within the past few weeks, it's just one thing after another, after another, after another. And then today has just been heaps of good news, interesting news, you know, and I'm glad to be back to talk about it. So let's do that, shall we? So the first thing I wanted to talk about, because I thought this bit of news, and sorry if you hear the machine in the background, hopefully NVIDIA Broadcast is taking care of the background noise for me. Let me know if you hear anything in the background. I do apologize. But this topic, I wanted to just get it out first, because out of everything I saw today, I thought this was probably the most interesting. Sony is introducing a new PlayStation PC overlay and shared trophies with Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. It's the first game with this new overlay and the ability to earn PlayStation trophies just like you do on PlayStation consoles. That is freaking wild. And obviously that was reported by Tom Warren from The Verge over on X. Echo's X gonna give it to you. And when I saw this news, I actually got happy for a few reasons. The first reason being the PlayStation overlay. Anyone who has known me for a very long time when it comes to gaming specifically knows I've always wanted this. I always, wanted the idea of PlayStation adding an Xbox game type of situation to PC, at the least adding their own app. And now obviously they have their cloud streaming app, but along with that, because they have, PlayStation Plus for PC, the application to play PlayStation games on the cloud, even though it's very horrible in my opinion still, that they would add that type of overlay situation with it, and you could interact with your achievements or your friends list and all of that stuff, instead of me having to go on my phone and open up the PlayStation app to do all of those things, right? So your mic sounds muffled. It probably does. It probably does. Let me see. Let me see. It probably does. Oh wow, it really does. Oh, I think I'm peaking. Let me see. How does that sound now? It does. Oh, I think I'm peaking. Let me see. How does that sound now? That might be better. I think I was peaking. Sorry. Okay, cool. I'm still trying to get used to. If you guys don't know, before the hiatus of this show, I didn't have this microphone arm, and I think the last one or two shows I finally had it, and then I had it when I was a guest on Infinite Umbrel's show the last time I was there. So I'm still pretty used to this. So I had my volume up higher because my microphone used to be further away from me. So apologies for that. It sounds like you are moving back and forth away from the mic, but you actually aren't. Oh, God. I'll have to fix this later in settings. Okay, let's try this now. Well, I'm glad I have you guys here to be able to let me know. So let me try to continue from where I left off. So yeah, I just always thought it would be nice that they would have something like, the Xbox app or Xbox Game Bar, because believe it or not, when I play on PC, I do try to make use of Xbox Game Bar. I actually like the fact that it kind of turns Yeah, and I know might be blasphemy for some people to hear, but it kind of does turn your PC into an Xbox PC because of having that type of feature. And to now see that that's what we're going to be getting with Ghost of Tsushima, I'm psyched. I'm really psyched, and I can't wait. That's what we're going to be getting with Ghost of Tsushima. I'm psyched. I'm really psyched. I'll keep messing with my settings, y'all. Apologies. So. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let me check right now. Noise removal, room echo removal. Let's turn that off. I turned off one of the features. Let's see if that made a difference. We'll go from there. I'll figure it out in the future, guys. My apologies. So let's go into this article a little bit. And for those of you that actually like trophy hunters, I think this is really cool as well too, because it does kind of suck if, you know, you're someone who's been waiting for PlayStation games to come to PC, and you are into the trophies, and you know you do like to collect those things, but over on the PC side, and you do respect the fact that PlayStation offers, you know, platinuming games and all of that. You know, I can understand it would suck to not be able to have that ability. So now that it's coming, I think that's awesome for people that are into that. I don't really care so much about achievements and trophies. I mean, they give me a little smile on my face when they pop up, but other than that, I'm not super big on them. But I do have friends that love to try to go after that stuff as best as they can in whatever games they play. So, you know, yeah. So let's go into this article a little bit. Tom Warren says Sony is introducing a new PlayStation PC overlay and shared trophies with its upcoming release of Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on May 16th. It's the first PlayStation game for PC that uses Sony's new PlayStation overlay, which, much like the Steam overlay, will provide access to a friends list, trophies, settings, and your PlayStation account. Awesome. Quote, this feature is available on Windows PCs and will be accessible from the in-game menu or from keyboard players by pressing the Shift plus F1 shortcut on your keyboard, explains Julian Huibretz. Wow. Online community specialist at Nixxes Software in a blog post. Sony acquired Nixxes in 2021 and blah, 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 blah. All right, cool. So I think that's freaking awesome. And I would tell us, I am sending you all positive energy, good sir, that this will happen for you. Because it took me a very long time. I don't know if you remember me telling you this, but it took me a very long time before I ever got the PC that I have now. You know, and I'm really grateful and thankful that I do have it. And you know, once you get there, fam, it's gonna feel so sweet. I promise you. Just be patient. It'll happen. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. If you guys are watching the replay, let me know what you think in the comments about this news. I think this is I don't really know what more to say other than this is awesome. You know, hell yeah. You know, like it's been a long time coming, but more than anything, we're finally getting Ghost of Tsushima on PC. And like many other people, I have been waiting for this for a very, very long time. I started the game via the cloud on PS Plus for PC in the app, and even though it was streaming, it was 1080p 60, it was clean, the gameplay was great, but then I was just like, you know what, I gotta wait for PC for a title like this. I really have to, because I'm never gonna buy a PS5. That shit ain't never gonna happen. Not even a PS6. Like, they would really have to turn everything around in their company for me to do that one. But I've been waiting for this for PC. I'm super excited. Let me know how you guys feel. This is awesome news. Awesome news. Let's see. it goes on to say that to get access to the trophies, friends list, or crossplay support, you'll need to sign in to Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut with your PlayStation Network credentials. The PlayStation overlay is optional, which is good news if you're tired of the many competing overlays available in PC launchers these days. Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on PC will also include support for NVIDIA's DLSS 3, AMD's FSR 3, and Intel's XeSS upscaling. There's also full support for the PlayStation DualSense controller with haptic feedback and adaptive triggers on a wired connection. If you have an ultra-wide monitor, Ghost of Tsushima's Director's Cut will support 21:9 and 32:9 resolutions, and even 48:9 and triple monitors are supported. Holy Lord. That would look amazing. Like, because I have a 1440p 165 hertz monitor, and if I had 2 more of them bitches, oh my god, that would be amazing. There's obviously more information, for this game, like PC specs and whatnot, but other than that there's really nothing much else to say. I think this is great for Sony itself and PlayStation. Excuse me. I think that they need to expand like this and grow in this way. And it's really unfortunate what you see from a lot of the diehard fans, because a lot of the diehard fans that I know from the Xbox side, they are more than willing to just tell people like, yo, try this game, it's amazing. Not, you gotta come to the Xbox side and be one of us. It's always just, look at these games. Look at Game Pass. Look what's being offered. PlayStation, I don't know what's wrong with my voice right now. With PlayStation, diehards, that's just something that I wish they would do. Where they could just message other people or reach out to other people and say, yo, this game is dope, check it out, rather than like hating on everything and trying to go against the narrative and create their own narrative about the situation and then turn into some flying ponies. It's just unicorns, if you will. They're a rare breed, but they exist. And I don't know, for me, this is great. Because for people like me that are never going to buy a PlayStation but really appreciate a lot of these games, we want to be able to play them with this same kind of full support that we would get from other games on PC. We shouldn't be cut off just because we don't own a PlayStation. Some of us even might choose to buy a PlayStation controller to use on our PC. What about those people? They still invested into the brand. I mean, sure, buying the game is investing in the brand. Ponies cry a lot. Yeah, they do, Palos. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. And it's crazy too, because like half the time they're either crying about Xbox, or they do some weird inverse crying at their own company, but then still like suck the teeth of their own company. It's so weird and strange. Like, I don't understand it. I really don't. But whatever. In other news, let's see, what else was it? Oh yeah, this was really cool today. SNES, N64, and Game Boy emulator Delta is now available for your iPhone, which is being officially supported by the App Store. If you didn't know, Delta is the successor to GBA for iOS. And before, according to another person I saw on X, that the application for this, you had to sideload onto iPhone in various ways, but now it's completely free. You can download it right now. I already checked, and all you need to do is just add your ROMs. If you know how to download ROMs for emulators, different games and whatnot, just go into your Safari browser, save the file to your iCloud, make a brand new folder. I'm just repeating information that I found on the internet. Make a brand new folder for your ROMs, obviously, and then just go into the app and you can access it. And the really cool thing too, I was watching a video earlier. Let me see if I can bring it up. I was watching a video earlier, and it was showing how you can add like different overlays for the controller. You can add like DS controller overlays, Game Boy, Game Boy Color, the list goes on, and you can map the buttons and everything. It looks really dope. Now for me, there's only one game I care about to emulate, and that's Dick Tracy. Have I started emulating games yet? No, I haven't. Am I going to try now because this is really cool? Yes, I am. So if you guys haven't checked this out already, please do. The app is called Delta. I will try to leave it in the description after the show. A lot of my friends are into emulating games. Even one of my friends said he would have a sit-down tutorial with me. I know it's easy. If you've never done it, it can seem like rocket science. So yeah, I think this is great news as well, along with the PlayStation news. There's many retro games that I would love to play, and even though I have my ROG Ally, when I'm at work and I just have my iPhone with me, I mean, yeah, sometimes I bring my Ally, but sometimes I don't, because I don't really have the time like that. But when I'm on lunch, I just have my iPhone with me. Why not pull it out and, play some old school games? And, obviously there's cloud gaming and all of that, but when it comes to emulation, I think this is really cool, especially for iPhone users. And, with what's going on with Apple, it seems things are changing. Tides are changing. Yeah, so let's see. Talos says they want Xbox games and they shit on Xbox too. Doesn't make sense. No sense at all. Punty050 says, when you get to the TV and movies part of the show, did you manage to watch Sugar season 1? Only 2 episodes available so far, I think. I can answer that for you now. I have not watched it. I have heard. I have not heard reviews yet, or like opinions. I try to not pay super attention until I watch for those sorts of things, just to get the idea of like other people feel. Because for me, I'll watch content on my own, and then I'll go to other sources and be like, okay, how did they feel about it? Did they shit on it? Did they love it? And then I'll give my own opinion. I don't like to really like see reviews, and then, because I feel like even though I don't care and I'll just go watch it for myself, it still kind of somehow messes with me. So I have not watched it yet, so if it's only 2 episodes in, I will give it a watch. Have you watched it so far, Punty? Have you seen it? And if so, without giving any spoilers, how do you feel about it so far? So yeah, like I was saying, make sure you download the Delta app, try it out, emulate some games on your iPhone, and then let me know in the comments, what your experience was. Yeah. Let's see what else we got for the day. Getting more. Oh, cool! I didn't see this one. So apparently, because if you didn't know, recently, Xbox Cloud Gaming in the browser, or Xbox Cloud Gaming in general, got mouse and keyboard support, and I have tested out a few games. It's a little wonky at first. There is noticeable latency. The mouse support is a little funky, I'm not gonna lie, but if just lowering the was it the DPS or whatever it is in my mouse, that helped. It was a better experience in the PC app than it was in the browser, at least for me. That's one thing that I did notice. But I was also, when I tested this was over Wi-Fi, and now I have my PC hooked up to Ethernet again, so I will give that a try again and give my opinion via X. Yo, Dreadpool's in the house. What's up, Dreadpool? Why is my throat like this right now? I was completely fine before the show started. Always a good time seeing Dreadpool. Hell yeah. Cheers, brother. Hope you've been very, very well. great guest of the show. We will get you back on in the future, bro. I was not trying to rhyme, but here we are. So anyway, yeah, I did test the mouse and keyboard support for Xbox Cloud Gaming. It has a ways to go, but I mean, Cloud Gaming in the beginning itself was the latency was horrible compared to the way it is today, and the way it is today is amazing. Like, if you don't use GeForce Now, you're missing out. Anyways, Tom Warren says Xbox Cloud Gaming is getting more mouse and keyboard compatible games this week, such as City Skylines Mayor's Edition, City Skylines Remastered, House Flipper, Ink. I can never say this right. Inkulanati. Son of a bitch. Mountain Blade 2, Bannerlord, Norco, nice. Piku Niku, Quake 2, Slime Rancher 2, State of Decay 2. Hell yeah! Ooh, well, I'll try that one out. Terraria, The Sims 4, and Valheim. So those are some more games that are coming to Xbox Cloud Gaming for mouse and keyboard support. Let me know if you guys have tried it out and what you think. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, Microsoft's, if you guys didn't know, Microsoft's Xbox credit card is now available to everyone. It's no longer in the Insider program. If you have a credit card, I hope it is serving you well and you are not maxing that shit out. Please be responsible with your credit card. Let's see. And the other thing I wanted to discuss for gaming... Oh, and it was this. This will be the last topic, one of the last topics of gaming, and then we'll transition into one more topic and transition us into TV and film. So, this is really funny. Okay, let's talk about this. Ponies have been crying for years, telling all of us, trying to convince all of us that their games have more replayability than Xbox games. That their games are just straight up better than Xbox games. That nobody buys Xbox games. And for years, a lot of us, including myself at different periods of time, have been telling these people, yeah, they do. Yes, Xbox does have games that are not only replayable, but worth buying. And we have the players that buy the games too and sign up to Game Pass. And over the last year or two, little by little, we've been noticing that PlayStation players, specifically ponies, don't really buy their games. The sales are just not where they should be. It doesn't make sense to the volume of consoles that are sold out there. And now, as of today, we have proof that Microsoft games on PlayStation have more viability than PlayStation games themselves. Because it was also reported by Tom Warren that Microsoft has more bestsellers on the PlayStation Store right now at this moment than Sony does. Thanks to not only Sea of Thieves being on the PS5, but to the Fallout TV show having such a resurgence in player numbers for pretty much every Fallout game. Specifically Fallout 4 and 76. And I say 76 because I jumped back on 76. Actually, I like restarted it. So, because I don't even remember where I got to and what I did. I tried that shit so long ago. And so now I'm just sitting here looking at, or let's put ourselves to some odd hours ago, shall we? I'm sitting down looking at this news. And the only thing I can say to myself is, ha. That was my only reaction. The thing for me is, I don't like comparing games. I don't really... This console war shit is stupid. It really is. It's entertaining to watch when people get in their feels about it, but it's so freaking stupid. But after hearing all the shit that we've been told for so long, and then to see this happen, it's just, you can't help but laugh and soak in the goodness of this scenario. It's just wild to me. And you'll get some ponies that'll be like, oh, we were all planning to buy Call of Duty, it wasn't even yours. Yeah, but it's ours now, bitch, and it's at the top. Like it's number 2. We can take all the credit we want for that. Sea of Thieves is right up there. Come on now. Like, don't play with us. People love Hi-Fi Rush over there, from what I understand. Yo, Vic, the motherfucking click. What's up, player? Welcome to the show. It's ours now, like Station 5. Ha 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 ha. Let's see. Let me catch up on the chat. Punty says, "My, how the tables have turned. They went from this to they went from regular horses to carousel ponies." Yeah, hell yeah, ponies are looking stupid now. Like, what you gotta say now? Even though some of them are still trying to say something. It's just like, God. Clean up your act, boys. Glad to have you back, Vic. Always a pleasure, brother. You're always a good vibe. Missed you too, man. It feels good to be back. Let me get it out here. I apologize to everybody for being gone for so long, but your boy is back. All right? Too sweet. But the last part of the gaming section for the news bit that I wanted to cover was the fact that this is happening on PlayStation right now, in part because of Fallout. And I went back to Fallout 76. A lot of my friends are replaying Fallout 4, and other people I've noticed are playing other Fallout games. One of my friends who just likes to play, on their phone, I told them to check out Fallout Shelter. Hey, why not? And it's just kind of beautiful to watch. And the TV show is absolutely amazing. So with that being said, let's transition over to TV and film, shall we? I need to get transitions for the stream, like when I go from section to section of the podcast. But if you guys haven't already, Fallout, the TV show, is so freaking good. Oh my god, it is so good. I can't even. It's so good. And I didn't know too much about the lore of Fallout. I'll be honest with you. I mean, obviously I know the gist of it, but as far as like the full lore, I really didn't know too much. You guys should know by now, I don't play single player games like that because I don't have the attention span for it. But I did a somewhat of a deep dive where I did research, went on YouTube, and watched a timeline explained of the Fallout games. So now I have a really much better idea of what's going on. And the one aspect that I really love about the Fallout TV show is that the Fallout TV show is canon to the games. And the Fallout TV show takes place obviously like years later after the events of Fallout 4. And I don't know if this is completely true, but rumor has it the TV show might lead up to the events of Fallout 5. So like that's connected in that way. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that, just something I heard randomly. So if anybody can back up that and with a source, let me know. But I absolutely loved it. Let me know what you guys thought in the chat while I ramble on. Episode 1 through 3 was pretty insane just to see what was transpiring. I don't want to give any spoilers away because I know there's a lot of people who still haven't seen the show, and I'm very big on not spoiling anything, so this is not a spoiler review or anything like that, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about some TV shows and maybe some movies that I've been watching lately, and just some thoughts on them before we get into some wrestling talk. Ooh yeah. But yeah, like what happens in Vault 33 and what correlates to Vault 33, I'll just put it that way, is pretty insane. And a lot of, obviously, you know, it's Bethesda, anything can happen in these types of games and whatnot, but from the research that I did and from what I saw other people saying online, from the things that they know of from the game, because I wanted to get people's opinion that, you know, really follow the lore, like, is this accurate to the world of Fallout? I haven't seen one person say anything negative, and if they have, they really can't back it up with anything credible as to why they find it negative. If that's not you, I'm not talking about you, I'm just saying from what I've seen, I really haven't found anything negative about the show. The gore, the action, the humor, oh my god, the costuming, the makeup, you know, the sound design, all of it just worked for me, and I can't wait for a season 2. Obviously what happened in the last episode was a cliffhanger, but not a big cliffhanger. What happened in the quote-unquote end credits scene, that shit's dope. I don't want to spoil anything, but if there's one game in the Fallout series that a lot of people are huge fans of, and you will get your live-action wish of visiting this place, and that's all I'm going to say. So, job well done to everybody that worked on that show. I think his name is Walter Goggins. He plays one of the main characters, the Ghoul, and he is just so good at his role on this show. He's absolutely brilliant. The actress that plays the main character, she's so fine. But sorry, she's absolutely wonderful, just phenomenal, top notch. But she plays her character really well. Her timing and her comedic timing along her counterpart, I forget the actor's name, but it's you have Walter Goggins' character, and then you have the main actress and then another main actor, and their characters cross paths the most. They're just, as far as being opposites, they're just so good. I thought the casting of this show was perfect, to be honest. I don't really notice when, like, I notice when there's a bad casting, but it has to, like, really be bad for me to take it out of it. And sometimes it's not always the casting, it's just kind of the direction of acting. So, yeah, I don't know. Let's look at the chat. Let's see what the chat thinks. Vic the motherfucking click. Back in the chat. Let's get it. Punty said, Dusty, you are one of the 2 potties I wanted to come back. You are back. Now, if we could get Dealer back, that would be great. Wow, dude, thank you. Wow. Me and Dealer, huh? Dang. Yeah, I heard Dealer has been gone for a minute too. I hope everything's going well with him. He has a great show. I don't always catch it, but when I did, I enjoyed the episodes and the energy and vibes and whatnot. But dude, thank you, Punty. That means a lot, man. Because, you know, when you take off a lot of time like that, it's nerve-wracking. And, you know, when you, to come back, like, are people still going to care about your content, you know, or that you're even back or anything like that? So, or, you know, did you lose your touch or your flair for the trade, you know, for the thing that you want to do? So, but it's always like riding a bike. I fell off for a while. Now I'm back on it, pedaling my wheels. Let's see. Punty says, if I had to play one Fallout before I watched the show, which one would you suggest? For the research that I did on YouTube, I would suggest watching or playing Fallout 4. Especially because that story takes place not just before, but like right before the TV show. So I would play Fallout 4, but honestly, you kind of can't go wrong with any of them. Especially if you have a love for retro games, I would say 1 and 2, because of the style is very different. You can also play 76, because 76 is, you know, even though it's an MMO RPG or whatever, you know, live service game, that's canon as well too, you know. So you can also play that one. But the one thing that I always see referenced a lot is Fallout 4. So I haven't played it, so this is coming from somebody where this is also coming from somebody and from somebody and from somebody. You know what I mean? But that would be my suggestion. And Fallout 4 is an amazing game. And the new update, plenty. The new update is coming for the Fallout games and for Fallout 4. So I'm gonna wait for that update and then play it. Unless you're planning on watching the show soon, then just play it now, because I think it's really great now. From what I'm told. Vic says 10 out of 10, way better than The Last of Us. Ooh. Be careful. We might get a few ponies in here out of the bushes, you know. What did you say? You know what I said. I enjoyed The Last of Us, but the fact that Fallout is not a retelling of the games in its own universe, it is literally canon and an extension of the already laid out universe, like Star Wars, like Marvel, like, you know, Star Wars and Marvel, you know, like that. I think I like that a lot better. Obviously with The Last of Us, it's a little bit different. Yes, you could do a TV show that coincides with the games that were already told, and you're telling a continuation or a prequel of that story, but that was not the point of The Last of Us or even Halo. However, the Halo Season 2 was off the chain. I freaking loved Halo Season 2. I'm ready for Season 3. Season 1, I was not like all the other people out there. I enjoyed Season 1. Yes, I get it. It's not like the games. Cool, get over it. But I thought it was well done. Season 2, in my opinion, got so much better, and I'm excited for Season 3. If they just keep going in this type of trajectory with the show, oh my gosh. Let's see. Hunty says, the way she walks and the way she talks, the way she looks, you're right. She's so fine. Play 4 because it's more colorful and 4K 60. Yeah, play 4. Dealer walked away to touch grass at the best time possible. Avoided all the Xbox animosity and infighting among the community. Will come back with a clean slate. Hell yeah, Dreadpool. Thank you for letting us know. Hell yeah. I respect that. Well, Dealer, or Dreadpool, if you talk to Dealer, he has no idea who the hell I am, but if you happen to talk to him, send him my love and my respect, and let him know I'm just another one out there trying to build the same thing that he did for himself. And I can't wait for his show to come back. Much love, much respect. Yo, Poison Maniac in the chat. What's good, fam? One of the best mods in town. 20050. Wait. Tello says, I still haven't watched Fallout show yet. I want to, but I need to subscribe. Yeah. No, I feel that. Yeah, I hope everything is good with him too as well, Punty. Let's see, some other TV shows I've been watching. Obviously, X-Men 97, which has been just hands down the best piece of Marvel ever. In my opinion. Say what you want. But X-Men 97 has been amazing. Animation, I love it. And the storytelling has been like next to perfect. There's one or two things that maybe could be better, but I can't really comment on that until this season is over, because the X-Men shows like to go back and forth between a lot of different storylines as well as future and past, so it's easy for there to be plot holes until that plot hole gets filled later on, so but I am having an absolute blast watching X-Men 97. I don't care what nobody says. If you haven't watched it yet and you're waiting to decide, watch that shit right now. Not right now, after my show, but that's what I would suggest. Is their mic audio gamma high, Dusty? Yeah, that's probably what it is. I have to fix it after the stream because I don't know. Hold on, let me see. I might have to do like an update of sorts. All I've been doing for now is lowering the volume. So yep. So yeah, Fallout TV, X-Men 97. Oh, Three Body Problem is a problem. I love that show. And I understand that show is not for everybody. It's very sciencey. It makes you think a lot. This is one of those shows, like, even for me, because like this is my cup of tea. I love shows like this. But even I had to rewind back a lot of moments in this show, and not in a bad way, because I know for some people, like, they don't like to have to do that to figure out shows that much, but this, it's just so good, and the suspense of what you're trying to figure out as you go along for this ride, you kind of have to know, and it pulls you in. So that's another strong recommendation that I have, would be Three Body Problem, along with Fallout and X-Men 97. Has anybody watched Three Body Problem in the chat? Three Body is so different. I had to watch it. Yeah, it's like on some, almost like on some Black Mirror shit for a second. It's just crazy. I keep saying sorry guys. I'm a little nervous on my first show back, I can't lie. I wanted this to go well. I wanted to be on time, and I was hoping that, some of you would show up, and the ones that I hoped would show up are here, and the others, they're popping in and out. I hope they would stop by too, and I'm happy. So hanging out with my peoples, you know what I'm saying? Let's rebuild this thing, shall we? Let's get wavy, baby. Is that a good line? Does that work? Let's get wavy, baby. Is that corny? Let me know if that's corny, because if it's corny, I'm not gonna say it. Ooh. So yeah, let's see. So Three Body Problem, Fallout, X-Men 97. What else did I watch? Hold on. Let's see if I can open up my Netflix without getting in trouble. Let's do this. Let me open up my Netflix real quick, because there was something I was watching here recently. It was... No. Oh, I gotta finish The Last Airbender. I know there was some mixed opinions on Last Airbender on Netflix, but I was enjoying it so far. I need to go back to that. I also just started watching Warrior, the Max show. That one was really good. And I'm quite curious about this new documentary, What Jennifer Did. That one looks weird. But I also saw the post that apparently Netflix used AI imaging for like the thumbnail of the character or whatever to like make her look happier or something like that. I don't know. But that's another one that I gotta watch. And then I need to get to the cinema. I need to get to the movie theater soon because I do want to watch Civil War, and I want to watch the Bob Marley movie. That just came out on Max, I believe. That just dropped, which is kind of surprising because it was just in theaters. But whatever. I do need to catch up on that one. Yeah, everybody share out the stream if you can. We're back. I'm getting the nerves out as I go along. What Jennifer Did is a good doc. Oh, you watched it. Okay, cool. I ate myself meatball soup, a Greek soup. Damn, that does sound good. Always, if it's one thing that gets me going, is just like in chat that gets me hungry. Or sorry, one thing, I don't know what I'm saying. One thing that always happens in my chat during my streams, I notice, is one of you just gets me going on some food. Somehow I just get super hungry and I just can't help myself. Oh, good. The Bob Marley movie is amazing. Good. Because sometimes these artist adaptation movies are just like not it. And you leave the theater like, what the hell did I just watch? Like, just blasphemy against you know, somebody who's no longer with us. My lord. So that's pretty much, let's see. What else did I watch recently? I really do need to watch Civil War, though. And mainly because I don't care about any of the political narrative stuff that people want to associate with that movie, which, by the way, it was directed in a way where there's not really supposed to be a political narrative. It's supposed to be from a journalist's perspective and how journalists perceive these types of situations. So it's a not too far somewhat dystopian future that we find ourselves in, but it's not supposed to make you pick a side, and I don't care about that stuff. The reason I want to see it is because I like movies like, Olympus Has Fallen and White House Down, or those with Gerard Butler and all of that, like those types of movies. So I just want to see some shit blow up. But other than that, I heard it's a really good story. It's pretty intense, and the timing of everything and the way the story goes from the different perspectives and how it uses photography within the film and whatnot. Kirsten Dunst from what I hear, is amazing in the film. So I do want to give that one a try. Maybe I'll try to go see it this weekend or sometime next week. We'll see what happens. And let's see. Punty says, what Jennifer did happened in my town in Canada, Markham, Ontario, Canada. Literally a minute drive from my mom's house or 20-minute walk. Oh, damn, that is crazy, Punty. Oh, shit. I know it's always crazy when you see something get attention like this, in mainstream media, and you like that right from that, situation. That's wild. Or you like lived right next to it. Tallow said that I used to download movies and shows on Xbox. Now they removed all the torrents. I'm off Xbox now. I know, sad days. The days of LimeWire and FrostWire and torrent downloads and all of that. Man, when I was young and dumb. I've gotten my dad fired for doing that shit, but it was worth it. It was a lot of fun. Plenty says, if you're going to watch the Bob Marley movie, better to just go to Jamaica for a few weeks or a few months if you can afford it. Hang out in the countryside, drink some coconut water. True. If you're going to watch the... I've always wanted to visit Jamaica. I can't lie. That was one place as a traveling professional dancer that I never got to go to. But I would love to visit that place. God, it would be like Hawaii. Once I'm there, I'll cry if I have to leave. Military action movie for a good fun. Exactly, Poison. See? Poison gets it. Poison gets it. Oh, Bob Marley's grandson just put out a good single? Nice. Do you know the name of the song? Put it in the chat, Vic, if you know it. I'm actually going to an island reggae concert in Vegas next week, I think. I'm gonna see J-Bug and a few other people. I love island reggae. If you don't listen to island reggae, that is the shit. Like if you just appreciate reggae itself in general, get into some island reggae. Like Common Kings, J-Bug, Victor J. Sefo, Kalua Kai, who else? I can't remember off the top of my head right now. I'm doing as a maniac. It feels really good to be back, trying out this situation where I live now, and so far so good. Doesn't seem to be any problems. And yeah, we got a bit of a microphone issue, but we'll try to fix that over time. Oh, YG Marley, sick. Okay, cool. Thank you, Vic. YG Marley. Hey, what up, Cozy Beluga? Good to see you. Hell yeah, more people in the chat. Let's get it. If you guys have any show recommendations, leave it in the chat or leave a comment. Any TV shows or movies worth checking out, and anime as well too. What did I watch recently? Let me see. Where was it? Oh, that was another thing. Rebel Moon. What is it? The Zack Snyder project or whatever. Hold on, let me look it up right now. Yeah, the Zack Snyder project on Netflix. Rebel Moon Part 1 had dropped before. Now Part 2 drops tomorrow, I believe. I'm excited for that because I did enjoy Part 1. I'm interested to see where the movie is, or yeah, where the story is going to go from here in Part 2. But it looks like a lot more action. So I'm excited for that one.
I don't mean with a scar, bro.
Rebel Moon.
I don't mean we can't.
Not for everybody, but I recommend it. Jamaica is a mecca for dancing too. If you haven't been, Dusty, you should go when possible. It's cheap to backpack there. You don't have to stay in hotels. Hell yeah. And you know me as a dancer, shit, I ain't never wanting to come back, man. Oh, so that's pretty much it for right now within TV and film. What I will be doing with each episode every week is when we cover the TV and film section, I will be giving like a few recommendations of things that I've checked out over the last week, and going over maybe like a light review of either a TV show or anime or something in film if I have the time to do so. Just want to kind of give it like its own corner within the show, just because I know it's something we all engage in, and for G-Wave TV it's now something I want to build, especially with wrestling, because I just can't talk only gaming all day. I try to, and there's enough news to be able to do it, but there's other things I want to talk about with you guys as well too. So as time progresses, I'll have these different segments of the show more well put together, transitions, maybe like little logos, so we know what we're talking about. And what I also want to do over time is cut the sections up individually and upload them on YouTube to the different channels that I have as extra content and whatnot. And just really have fun with it this time around. So, like I said, as time goes on, each of these segments will be more well polished and a little bit more. I don't want to say script. I don't know if scripted is the right word. just more well laid out for everyone watching, and just going from there. I like being able to just freestyle this shit like I do as a dancer, and not be so scripted about what I say and what we talk about, and just have a good time. But at the same time, I do miss the structure that the show had before, and so we'll be implementing that over time. Cozy Beluga in the deep blue sea, gaming so high and gaming so deep. How are you, good sir or ma'am? Pretty great, thank you. Just working, writing, and school at the moment. Hell yeah, that's what's up. Work hard, play harder once that work is done. So now that we have covered TV and film, we've covered gaming, which, by the way, now that we're going to transition to wrestling, I do recommend 2K24 WWE. If any of you play, hit me up, shoot me in the DMs over on X, and let's try to figure out, some shit and go from there. Maybe we can live stream and get some matches going. But let's transition over into the world of wrestling. The last segment of this podcast, and then I will let you all out of here. Thank you once again for everybody joining me this far. Please share the stream out, like, subscribe, turn on them notifications, and here we go. So the first topic within the world of wrestling that I wanted to cover, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the WWE or not, but we are in a brand new era. The Triple H era. The Paul Levesque era. The no more Vince McMahon era. And it feels oh so good. And WWE has become professional wrestling again. It's no longer sports entertainment. And not just because they say so, but because they're now actually producing quality content every week. For, 19 weeks straight? They had sold out shows for Raw and SmackDown leading up to WrestleMania, and even after WrestleMania 40, which, by the way, WrestleMania 40, it by far probably has to be the best WrestleMania of all time. It was that good. And the camera work, the way things are shot, has dramatically changed. The presentation is just so beyond being on par that I have to recommend to people that I know used to watch wrestling and used to love WWE, they've got to watch it again. They've got to get back into it. Wrestling, as they have been saying, and I will say, is cool again. Wrestling is freaking cool again. And it's nice because with a company like AEW, with a company like NJPW, Impact, or TNA Wrestling, sorry, and as well as various other companies, they're growing. More fans are showing up, they're getting more attention on their TV shows or online. But especially AEW and WWE, obviously WWE because they're the biggest thing on earth, the wrestling business is just huge. Money is coming in left and right, sold out shows left and right, sold out stadiums, sold out pay-per-views and PLEs. But what Triple H has been able to do over the last year, let alone over the last 4 to 5 months in the build to WrestleMania 40, and then produce the show that he did, along with the team that him and Nick Khan have, is remarkable. I never ever want to go back to a Vince McMahon led WWE. I only want a Triple H WWE. The Bloodline storyline is hot again because it has a new chapter. If you didn't know it, Tamatonga joined the Bloodline from NJPW. He's now signed to the WWE. He's a part of the Bloodline. But which Bloodline is he a part of? It's crazy. Yeah, it is. But no, it is definitely time to bring back ECW. And I didn't know this, but back in the day, when Vince bought ECW, there was an idea to give ECW to Shane McMahon, and Shane McMahon was going to run ECW on YouTube as an online show. And then they just threw the idea in the garbage can. I'm so upset. Still could have had a proper ECW back in the day if Vince gave it to Shane and let Shane build it, because he wanted to build it as an online platform for adult viewers. Why didn't do that? Because in 2025, if you didn't know, the WWE is going to Netflix. Which gives the WWE room to put more content just on Netflix itself. All of their programming, their TV shows, all of it. If they wanted to. So, it is insane to see what Triple H has done with this company. What they've all done. Energy backstage is high. CM Punk is back in the WWE. Cody Rhodes is the undisputed champion. Damian Priest is the world heavyweight champion. We have brand new tag team titles as of Monday Night Raw, by the way, which I'm assuming we'll also get new tag team titles tomorrow for the SmackDown champions. I imagine that they'll get their own versions, and the ones that were presented on Monday, even though it still looks like kind of like the shape of a coin, far much better than the Raw Tag Team Championships. Those things were horrible, just ugly straps. So right now, it is a really good time to be a wrestling fan. Especially if you're someone like me who watches, All Elite Wrestling as well as WWE. I watch AEW, I watch WWE. I try to watch all the other promotions whenever I can. Hell yeah. I try to watch a lot of the independent stuff too, because that's the next talent that's trying to make it to the big leagues. I watch NXT. NXT has been hot and on fire. We got the WWE draft coming up soon, and now NXT is being utilized even more as a third brand. It's awesome. You love to see it. AEW had a moment 2 weeks ago or a week ago where they did something really stupid, and then this past last night, they had an amazing episode of wrestling. If you have not been watching AEW, you need to watch Will Ospreay versus Claudio Castagnoli, who used to be Cesaro in the WWE. That was a match that took place last night. You need to go watch that match. If you are a wrestling fan, you will ask yourself, why have I not been watching this already? Why have I not been watching AEW already? Triple H, crazy. But where do we go from here is the question, though. And I hope I get some of you guys to answer in the comments after this stream is done. But where do we go from here? How long does Cody stay champion for? What will the tag team titles look like tomorrow night? How long will Damian Priest be champion? How long is Rhea Ripley out with her injury? When is CM Punk coming back? Because that arm seems to be healing faster and faster by the minute. Also, as far as AEW is concerned, if you guys didn't know, this Sunday is AEW Presents Dynasty, their pay-per-view event streaming on Fight TV. I strongly recommend watching that pay-per-view. It is going to be awesome. Bryan Danielson, who used to be Daniel Bryan in the WWE, versus Will Ospreay is one match alone for why I would buy this pay-per-view. Hands down. Strongly recommend watching this show. If you need some content to get into for AEW, you have AEW Dynamite, which is on Wednesdays. You have AEW Collision, which is on Saturdays. And then on Fridays, you have Rampage. And those are their 3 weekly live shows. And then Sundays is when they do their, pay-per-views and all of that good stuff. Hey, Maker of Chaos is in the chat. Good to see you, brother. It's been a long time. Hope you've been well, good sir. We should get you back on the show soon. The mic that I have right now is a Blue Yeti, the black one. I got that box set. It came with a webcam and the microphone. It was a gift, actually, when I first got into podcasting. I was with another channel, and one of the people from there ordered it for me as a gift because I didn't, have all the tools just yet. And I did have kind of a microphone then, but he was like, "Nah, you got to have a good microphone." And yeah, he just bought it for me, and I couldn't thank him enough for that. I still do to this day. If I haven't talked to him in a long time, but if I did, I would still tell him thank you for this because it was a game changer for me. Yeah, watch WrestleMania 40. Watch AEW. Watch WWE. Watch NJPW. If you didn't know, Jon Moxley, who used to be Dean Ambrose in the WWE, he is now the IWGP Heavyweight Champion from New Japan Wrestling. So it's awesome. It's really awesome to see where wrestling is going now, and to see it be treated like a regular thing, in sports, like on ESPN or CBS, NBC, different talk shows and whatnot. It's let's normalize making wrestling normal. Like, let's stop the whole, oh, it's fake or it's scripted or it's this or that. Like, no shit, but it's a performance. It's a TV show. We all watch movies and TV shows that are based on fantasy and things that are not actually real, but that's not the point. We're invested in the story and in the characters and the way that they're portrayed and what's going to happen to them, just like any other piece of content. But if it's supposed to be presented the way that it is and as a sports product, then the rest of the world should act like it is. And I just love that it's happening so much more all over again, like it did back in the day, during the Attitude Era and whatnot, and even the era after that, Ruthless Aggression, I think, where, media really was like behind the fact that like wrestling is here. But the way that it is now, the way that media has evolved, technology has evolved, it's just great to see. Love it. Talo says, to see Undertaker again chokeslam Rock was sweet. I know, that shit was awesome. And it was definitely good to see Cody Rhodes win. He earned it. He earned it so much. The build up to this match, like with The Rock, everything that was happening every week on Raw and everything, man, just so good. Just, as Vic said, chef's kiss. Plenty says, there is something or someone moving behind you. I hope it's not a ghost, or because I'm afraid of ghosts. Nope, that's just my roommate. That is just my roommate. He's because my setup right now is in the garage, but the laundry is in the garage too, so he has to do laundry. But we're making it happen. We're making it happen. Maybe I'll get like a background or something, you know, like a green screen I can put like just right behind me. Yeah, that would actually probably be smart. That would probably help. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about in wrestling? So yeah, AEW Dynasty going down this Sunday. The next PLE for WWE, because if you didn't know, WWE likes to call their pay-per-views PLEs now. Premium Live Event. Their next one is Backlash. Cody will be taking on the winner between either LA Knight or AJ Styles, I believe. And then Damian Priest will be facing... I might have this backwards. I'll have to look up the match cards. But in next week's show, I will have some of the match cards that are being presented up, and then we will be doing a little breakdown of some of those matches. Not for AEW, but for WWE's Backlash, we'll be doing that. And then, you know, get your guys' thoughts on who do you think might win certain matches and things like that. I don't see Cody Rhodes dropping the belt anytime soon. I think that would be really dumb. And it would just stunt his whole momentum that he has going for him right now. Damian Priest, I could see it happening, but I also am a really big fan of Damian Priest. I would like for him to hold on the title for a lot longer, so we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know. The Undertaker is the Undertaker? What do you mean? The American Badass. The Undertaker. What do you mean the Undertaker's not really the Undertaker? Rhea Ripley is from my home state in Australia. Hell yeah, Talos! Which, by the way, I've been to Australia and I love your country. Yeah, the Elimination Chamber. Did you watch the Elimination Chamber, Talos? That was a really good show when it was in Perth, I believe. I enjoyed that pay-per-view a lot. That was a really good one. I know Australia has states. Apple juice. Apple juice sounds delicious. So does chocolate milk, but I'm drinking a beer. Oh, you thought this was apple juice? No. This is a beer. A very tiny beer. I don't know why I bought minis, but here we are. My roommates laughed at me. I told them not to laugh at me, and they laughed at me. But the last thing I will say for this topic, or for this section of wrestling, tomorrow is SmackDown Live. We will be getting new tag team titles for the SmackDown champions. The Raw tag team champions are now the World Tag Team champions. They received their new titles. You can check them out online. Let me know what you guys think of them. I love them. And what I love about the titles that we have right now is they're starting to follow the same motif. They don't all look exactly the same, but they just look like they're starting to belong together. So I'm very interested to see if the SmackDown tag team titles is the exact same thing as the Raw tag team titles, but where it says World Tag Team Champions instead in red, it's blue. But I don't know if they'll do that. I do think they'll want to differentiate the SmackDown titles to the Raw titles. There will be blue on them, but I don't think they'll be completely the same design. I don't know. I could be wrong. I do hope, however, that Cody gets his worth and we finally replace the Undisputed title and bring back the Winged Eagle. God, please bring back the Winged Eagle. If you're not into WWE, tomorrow night as well, AEW Rampage will be going on live, at the same time. Check that out. AEW Rampage is on TNT or TBS, one of those two, and then SmackDown will be on Fox. Unless you are in a different country, then it will be to your corresponding provider. You could also use Sling TV like I do and stream it, and if you can't watch it on time, you can DVR it. Why do I sound like an advertisement right now? Vic, wait, hold on. Tell us, yeah, watch the highlights on YouTube. I don't have subscription. Oh, got you. Vic the Clerk says, that's fucked up what they did to Rhea Ripley. Roman did have to give up his belt when he got sick. This is bullshit. Leave mommy alone. Well, the thing is, when Roman had to vacate his title the first time he got sick, but when he came back and then became champion and then became undisputed champion, he obviously took less time or took more time off. But granted, he has a condition. I was okay with that, and plus Roman was a great champion. With Rhea, from what I understand, this injury already happened, but I'll be honest with you, it's going to make her 10 times more badass when she comes back. But it does suck, though, and we do wish her well. Sending our condolences to Rhea Ripley. Please get well soon. Same to CM Punk. Can't wait to have you back in the ring, and all that good stuff. I love Rhea Ripley. She should always be on top. Punty says, I haven't watched wrestling since I was a kid and had to babysit my brother who watches it religiously, but Rhea Ripley gives me goosebumps on my skin. She's quite attractive. Yeah, dude, she's so fine. You can see how she looked too when she was back in NXT. Like, both looks, I'm like, god dang, girl. The netball. Wait, why is everybody laughing? I missed it. Rhea got injured, Punty. But supposedly, the injury was already there? I don't know. I gotta look that up again. There's no heat on Liv Morgan. It wasn't her fault. Rhea doesn't hate Liv and all of that stuff. It's all good. But she will be out. She will be out for about, I think it was reported like 3 to 4 weeks at best. At worst, 4 to 6 weeks. So she's like that one package that just is not going to ship through Amazon for a while. Yeah, she does. She looks really good with blonde hair. So for now, that's pretty much it in the world of wrestling and the world of gaming and the world of TV and film. When we come back next week, we will have these segments more, planned out and structured for you guys. Once again, I just want to thank everyone for always on top, Vic. But like I said, going forward, we will have a more solidified structure for you all. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really can't thank you all enough. I'm so happy to see who I consider my friends, in the gaming world. I know there's other people that wish they could be here as well too, but I know there's other podcasts going on, so shout out to them. I might go on maybe next week back on Wednesdays at 7. The reason I wanted to do Thursdays was to kind of cover GeForce Now news, but since I have this new way with the show, since we're covering other topics, not just gaming, I'm not really too sure about that. So we might go back to Wednesdays, 7 p.m., which was, a good day for all of us. I think everybody had a really good time with that. We'll see what happens. Obviously, I'll put it up on Twitter. If you guys are not following me already, please check me out on X at the Dusty Uno or at my name is Neo __ as well on Instagram at my name is Neo __ I will try to leave all this information in the description. I suck at that, but we need to do better. No excuses. Thank you once again to Talos Ray, Punty, Vic, the motherfucking Click, Poison Maniac for being here, Dreadpool for stopping by, Cozy Beluga from the deep blue sea, up in the chat. Let's see, who else did we have? Thank you for everyone for sharing out the stream today too as well. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate that. It really does help build the channel. I'm going all the way back up. I want to make sure I don't miss anyone who stopped by. Tom from Konami was up in here. Thank you so much, brother, for being here. My other great mod. Shout out to my mods as well. Tom from Toonami, Poison Maniac. You know, I really do appreciate you guys. Vic the motherfucking click. You know, you guys really, you guys believe in this show, as you as well too, Punty. You know, you guys believe in this show, and it really motivates me and reminds me like I got something special with this. So I owe it to you guys to I owe it to you guys to keep going with this, and you know, no matter what happens, to just keep on trucking, keep trying every day, and just overcome my own fears, overcome my own barriers. I don't know right now, I don't know any other way to say it. I'm kind of, you know, choked up for words a little bit, but I'm just really appreciative of you guys. And as well as to everyone who hits that subscribe button or hits that like, once again, share this out to all of your friends. And yeah. Talos Ray says, your show is laid back, Dusty. I hope that's a good thing, Talos. Thank you, though. I'm assuming that's a good thing. That's why we're here. But yeah, I try to give those good evening vibes, you know, after everyone had their day working or going to school, doing this or that, dealing with ponies and all of that. You come through here and you come through for the vibes, you know. Grab a drink, you know, grab some food, do some laundry, whatever, and just sit back and relax with your boy. Plenty says, appreciation and peace, bro. Keep pushing no matter what, whether there is 1 person or 10 people. Thank you so much, bro. And that's usually the kicker right there, isn't it? How many people you have? But whether there's 0 or there's all of you, I'm gonna be here. I'm back. Let's do this. It's a good thing. Thank you, brother. True, Dusty, you're laid back like a Jamaican. Now if only I could speak like one. I'm not gonna try because I don't want to make myself look like a fool. But I've had many friends like that, and I appreciate that life. So, you know, thank you, brother. Thank you, Poison. Thank you so much. Well, without further ado, I shall let you all go. But let's chill on some vibes before we leave. I will see you guys next week with some more news, gaming, TV and film, wrestling, G-Wave TV. I think, what was the new slogan? Because I didn't realize that G-Wave could be used as an acronym. G-Wave TV, gaming, what was it? Gaming, wrestling, and various sorts of entertainment. Yeah. We're back, baby. It's Smurfing time. See you all later. Have a good time. Peace. Love you guys.